Alright, I'm going to show you how you can roll a cube around in 4 different directions just by using one script like this. So I've just got a 3D scene here with a cube, a ground plane, and I've also got this material on my ground plane that's got the checkered tiling. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is make a script. I'll call it cube roll, and I'll open that. Alright, so here in the cube roll script, I'm going to make a serialized float. I'll call it roll speed, and just put that to 5. That's kind of like a good speed to roll at. I'm also going to make a bool called isMoving, and this is going to act as a flag when we come to put our inputs in, just to check if we're already moving or not. Alright, so next is a void called assemble, and I'm going to pass in a vector 3 here called direction. This will come from the inputs when we come to put them in. I'll probably put them in last though. Alright, so in here I'm going to make an anchor point, and this anchor point will sit at the bottom of the cube. So we'll do vector3 dot down, and then it'll just be in the direction that we're moving. I'll make another one for the axis that we're moving along, and we'll use vector3 dot cross for this. I'll explain how this works, but that'll just be between vector3 dot up and the direction that we move. So just for a bit of an explanation, the reason we put an anchor point is because by default, when we rotate an object, it's going to rotate from the center of the transform. And so if we put these anchor points down along the bottom 4 edges of the cube, how that's going to work is it'll listen for where we're moving, and it will rotate around the anchor point rather than the center of the cube. Now to find the axis that we're going to roll along, we're using vector3.cross, which will take in vector3.up and the direction that we're moving in. So here you can see the green line vector3.up and this blue line, which is the direction vector, and you can see it's pointing backwards. So to use vector3.cross, we're going to see the cross vector, which is always perpendicular to both the other vectors. And now that we have the cross vector, we can get rid of the other 2 ones and just see roll, so we can roll along forwards and backwards along this. And it works the same to move left and right as well. So this red line shows A and D, which is going to be vector3 dot left and right. And then we just find that cross vector and we can move along left and right. Alright, so I'm going to make a IE numerator, call that roll. And we'll just have our anchor and the axis. And oh, I need collections. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put isMoving to true as soon as we start to roll. And then we're just gonna say this, and then we'll put in the degrees, which is gonna be 90 because we're rolling 90 degrees, divided by the roll speed. And then we're gonna say transform.rotate around. And what this does is it will take in the anchor point, the axis that we move, and the angle, which is going to be our roll speed. And then just, you'll return, wait for seconds. I'll just wait like 0.01 seconds, just so it doesn't all happen at once. And then set isMoving back to false. And this is going to be for the inputs. So if we're already moving, then just return, because we don't want to be moving if we already are. And I'll just say input get key. I'll do W for now, and then I'll come back and put the other ones in. But this will just be assemble, and then the direction, which is going to be vector3 dot forwards. Okay, and I just need to start coroutine roll, put this in assemble, and we'll pass in the anchor and the axis. Right, and there we go. So I can now roll only forwards because I only did W, but I'm just going to go back and put in the other ones. Okay, so it's going to be W forwards, A vector 3 dot left, S is back, D is right. And there you go. So you can now move in all 4 directions. And so that's kind of it for the video. I might make another one for colliders and stuff because some people might want that. But yeah, the script's going to be in the GitHub, so you can find that in the description. Yeah, see ya.